Hello, grade 2. Welcome back to our online class. This is teacher Giovanni, and in this video, we're going to talk about addition and subtraction without regrouping. Let's start with the one property of addition that every student must know about this. Okay? I'm going to discuss this property through this example. Add 2, 3, and 4. How do we add three numbers? Remember, when you were in grade 1, I told you that when adding three numbers, you have to add two numbers first and then add the result to the remaining number, and that's it. Okay? So here I'm going to use cylinders to represent these numbers. 2 cylinders for number 2, 3 cylinders for number 3, and 4 cylinders for number 4. If you're going to count them all, there are a total of 9 cylinders. Therefore, 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9. But how did we able to get 9? I'm going to present two solutions for this. The first one is to add the first two groups first. The first two groups, we have here 2 and 3. 2 and 3 make 5, and add 5 to the remaining number, which is 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. Therefore, there are 9 cylinders, or 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9. If you don't like to add the first two numbers first, then there's always another way, which is to add the last two groups or the last two numbers. So in this case, I can add 3 and 4 first. 3 and 4 make 7, and then 2 plus 7 make 9. Therefore, there are 9 cylinders, or 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9. So it really doesn't matter what two numbers you are going to add first, what two numbers you are going to group together. The answer is not affected. It's still the same. Okay? I hope that is clear already. Now, let's proceed to adding without regrouping. You have to recall that addition means putting objects together, putting numbers together. For example, add 312 and 536. Let's add these two numbers using the base 10 blocks and the place value chart. These are the number of blocks for 312. There are 3 hundreds, there is only one 10, and there are two ones. And for 536, there are 5 hundreds, there are 3 tens, and there are how many ones? There are 6 ones. And be careful in writing these numbers in our place value chart. We have your 300s, 110, and 2 ones for 312. And for 536, we have 500s, 3 tens, and 6 ones. Now, in adding numbers, you always have to start adding the ones. What place value again? Start adding the ones first. It's a mandatory. Yes. And again, addition is putting the objects together. So these are the ones in the object. These are the objects in one's place. So we're going to put them together. We are going to count them all. How many ones are there in this group? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 ones all together. So we say 2 ones and 6 tens equals 8 ones. That's why we write here 8. Next, after adding the ones or putting the ones together, let's proceed to the tens. Let's combine the tens. Let's put them together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 tens, or we say that 1 10 and 3 tens equals 4 tens. And finally, we're going to combine the hundreds. How many hundreds are there all together? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hundreds, or we say 3 hundreds plus 5 hundreds equals 8 hundreds. Therefore, 312 plus 536 is the same as 848. Okay, that's how you do addition without regrouping. Let's have subtraction without regrouping. How do we subtract numbers again? Remember, when you subtract numbers, when you subtract numbers, you are going to take away or remove some objects. For example, subtract 314 and 557. Again, we are going to use the base 10 blocks and the place value chart to do the subtraction. And since subtraction is about taking away, so we are just going to use the base 10 blocks for number 557 because we're supposed to take away 314 from this number. Okay? So in number 557, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. Okay? And we're going to write these numbers into our place value chart, 557 and the 314. Okay? And just like in addition, in subtraction, we are also going to start subtracting the ones. So look at this. I have here 7 ones, and I'm going to take away 4 ones. I have 7 ones. I'm going to take away 4 ones. How do we do that? So in the group of ones, you have to cross out, take away 4 ones. And how do we do that? You cross out 4 ones here. You have here 1, 2, 3, 4. After crossing out 4 ones, you are going to count the number of the remaining ones. And there are 1, 2, 3 remaining ones. So 7 ones minus 4 ones is 3 ones. Okay? Now let's proceed to the tens. There are 5 tens, and you're going to take away 1 10. In other words, we're just going to cross out 1 10 in the group of tens. So we are going to cross out 1 10 and count the remaining number of tens in this group. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 tens minus 1 10 is 4 tens. And finally, let's subtract the hundreds. There are 5 hundreds, and you're going to take away 3 hundreds. 5 hundreds, cross out 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. And count the remaining number of 300. Count the remaining number of hundreds. We have here 1, 2. 5 hundreds minus 3 hundreds is 2 hundreds. Therefore, 557 minus 314 is 243. Okay, so it's not just about addition or adding the numbers, subtracting the numbers. You also have to understand how the things are going on here. Okay, that's why we need the help of base 10 blocks so that we can visualize what is really happening there, here and there. So that's it for today, grade 2, and see you in my next videos.